Hi all, this is Ashley, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a fabulous purple pumpkin like this one. Let's start with supplies you'll need. First, you'll need a craft pumpkin easily found at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Next, some pretty purple paint. I'm using a metallic one. And lastly, you'll need a variety of sponge brushes. So to start, I'm going to cover my pumpkin with a thin layer of purple paint. We'll call this the base coat. Notice that I'm using a regular poster board as a paint palette to minimize cleanup. For this first layer, you're just going to focus on covering the entire surface area of the pumpkin. Since this is just our base layer, there's no need to try and make it look perfect, we're just trying to cover up all the orange. After your first layer of paint is dried, you're going to go ahead and cover your pumpkin in a second layer. Make sure that you let the paint dry in between layers entirely for best coverage. After drying again, we're going to add one more layer of our metallic purple paint. This time, really focus on filling in any holes or gaps in the paint. For the smaller corners near the base and stem of your pumpkin, I suggest using a smaller size sponge brush to really get into the crevices. Coverage here is the most important part because we really want our purple pumpkin to stand out. So it actually took 4 coats of paint and I've covered my entire pumpkin in purple. It came out pretty good, but I want to do something to really make it stand out. I'm going to take some purple glitter paint and add it as a top coat to my pumpkin. When you're painting your top coat, make sure you're using a clean sponge brush. You just want to cover the entire pumpkin in a thin layer of glitter paint. Next up, we're going to be adding lettering to our pumpkin. For the lettering, you'll need either light gray or white paint, and also a small paintbrush. Today, the message that I'm sharing on my pumpkin is 1 in 26, to represent the 1 in 26 people diagnosed with epilepsy in their lifetime. As you can see, I'm going in freehand on my pumpkin, but if you're worried about the outcome, I suggest using a pencil to outline any lettering or shapes first, or you can use a paint marker for extra control. Also, your pumpkin doesn't have to be the same as mine. You can write virtually anything on your pumpkin. A few examples are End Epilepsy, Epilepsy Warrior, or even I Heart Someone with Epilepsy. Your only limit here is your own creativity. Another thing to keep in mind is that your pumpkin doesn't need to look perfect. The important thing here is spreading our message and raising awareness about epilepsy in our communities. Approximately every 4 minutes, someone in the US is diagnosed with epilepsy, and approximately 3.4 million people nationwide are affected by it. However, there's still 10 times less funding for epilepsy than there are for other brain disorders. That's why awareness is so important. And this Purple Pumpkin project is the perfect way to raise awareness in your neighborhood, with your friends and your family. By raising awareness and participating in the Walk to End Epilepsy, you're helping secure funding for essential programs and services that benefit people with epilepsy in Central and South Texas. Now that the lettering is complete on our pumpkin, we're going to do something to really make it stand out. We're going to be adding rhinestones all over the pumpkin. But at this point, you can really get creative on how you decorate your pumpkin. You can add polka dots, ribbon, or sequins. It's really all up to you. On my pumpkin, I'm using the rhinestones really to just fill in the space all around my message. I have some clear and purple ones just to add that purple for epilepsy awareness. After finishing with the rhinestones, I absolutely love the way that my purple pumpkin came out. Thank you so much for joining me for this purple activity for the I'm OK Walk to End Epilepsy Austin Walk Week. If you haven't registered already, please head over to walktoendepilepsy.com. Every dollar raised is absolutely vital in the fight to end epilepsy.